Hiya, as in a higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being present. This is a very special birthday reading for those souls born on August 9th. Welcome if it is your birthday. There are approximately 367,000 people born every single day. So please keep that in mind throughout the reading. Know that some information may be for someone else and not for you. However, there will be some messages that definitely will resonate for you. At the same time, there could be messages that don't make sense right now, but will make sense to you later down the road. Those are messages that Spirit likes to make sure you have your mind open to receive, but you're not trying to pressure yourself to make something fit your timeline. Okay? For those rebirthing today, those that it's not your birthday, but maybe check your birth chart and see where Leo is in the sun is in your birth chart, because the sun guides Leo. And Leo's a very masculine, creative, powerful energy, brings a lot of passion to the table, fire. Leos, you are a fixed energy, so you definitely like things to stay the same, a little bit resistant to change at times. You have a huge personality. People just love to be around you. And this could cause you to have a little bit of loud behavior, being a little self-centered, perhaps dramatic. Yet you're also a very warm, loyal soul that many people, again, thrive to be around. Okay, so now that we have things that squared away, how did your yesterday go? How did August 8th, the Lionsgate portal? There's definitely been, before I start your reading, I meditate. And one of the very first things that came up was slow down, be gentle with yourself. So those are some messages that Spirit sent to you right now. So make sure that you are being gentle with yourself, allowing yourself to process any kind of information that came through for you. If you were embracing the portal and you went through the portal door and you did some astral traveling, make sure that you're allowing yourself to ground at this time as well by either eating some dark chocolate, a good balanced healthy meal. Well, any balanced healthy meal will help you as well. I just like the dark chocolate because that's an easy first go-to, and I absolutely love dark chocolate. However, you don't have to eat. There's definitely rocks and crystals that you can get for your Earth Stars chakra and for your root chakra. You can get those crystals, think of anything earthy. So anything brown, red, that deep red color. Red jasper is definitely good for the grounding. There's also tourmaline, black tourmaline, jet, tiger's eye. There's so many more. But find yourself one and you could carry it with yourself throughout the day. Okay? The two messages that came up during the meditation was heart work. So some of you, there's some heart work needed at this time. Is this resonating for you? Heart work, unconditional love for yourself. Are you touching base with your inner child? If you are, I recommend that you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and check out the inner child reading for today, definitely being that it's your birthday. But perhaps check out some other inner child readings or birthday readings too. It doesn't have to be your physical birthday to watch the readings. The energy is ever present and always here for you on your birthday. On your special birthday here. The overall energy is for those with the birthday on August 9th. However, everyone is welcome. We get the King of Cups. Yeah, okay, so you're being asked to not only have unconditional love for yourself, but tap into your masculine side of your body. So this is your right side of your body. However, it is controlled by your left side, which is your feminine side. But there is a need for you to embrace the loving side of your masculine energy and really dig deep into finding out why you're resistant to that. If a resistance comes, if me saying that triggered you in some way, write in your journal what you're feeling and allow yourself to go through that emotion. This energy right here could signify, be open-minded, because this could represent yourself, or this could represent someone close to you that you look up to, that's a father figure, an emotional balancer, able to have difficult conversations in very loving, kind, gentle ways. This is a compassionate king. He knows how to rule the kingdom and be a great leader for others. At the same time, he also definitely has his feminine side balanced. So there's this balance of your duality with your masculine and feminine that's really asking for you to rise up and honor your masculine within. So if you're unable, if this causes any friction, I'm just going to say it one more time because Spirit is really making sure it just keeps being repeated. And that is, if that causes any resistance for you, there's a need for you to go through that. If you've been drawn to the moon lately as well, then this is also a clarifying message for you. If you've been drawn to the moon, this is showing that there is some shadow work for you to do and dig deeper as to why your masculine energy, why you're suppressing it, why you don't want your masculine side to show. Again, also I need to make sure that I share with you, there is no gender in the spirit realm, so it's not gender specific, and every human being on planet Earth school carries a masculine and feminine side within them, okay? We all have a feminine side and we all have a masculine side. And what Spirit wants most of all is for us to balance this, okay? Not one exceed the other, not compete with each other or compare with each other, but to actually just be and have equanimity, okay? The other message was sacred smoke. You're being asked to smudge yourself. So get yourself some Palo Santo, sage, incense, some incense cones. And Spirit, what can you tell us about this sacred smoke? All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you could be concerned about your stability right now. Your ability to have basic survival needs. Maybe you are hoarding this right now, or there's one or two things happening with your sacred smoke. You have an abundance of sacred smoke, so much that you could share, but you're not wanting to. Or perhaps you don't have any sacred smoke, and this is why Spirit's asking you to bring some sacred smoke into your space, into your life, to help you with these attachments. Perhaps you have some material attachments that are running your life, that are controlling your every move. So on one hand, some energy here that I'm feeling is that some of you are actually just making sure you are secure and safe with your finances, with your work environment, with your home environment, everything around you. You're kind of just securing yourself. You're not hoarding, you're securing yourself, okay? So your books are good, your money's well, your work is fine, your home is balanced. The other side of this is that you need an altar at your home. It's time to place an altar, a sacred space you can go to that has little traffic, or that you can decrease the traffic. Set up your own little safe space to have a table with things that you find, coins, feathers, whatever rocks that you may find out in the wild, from Spirit gifting you. Also to place your sacred smoke there, and your crystals and cards, whatever you have for cards. Make it a little safe space for you to go to and have rocks, crystals, all the things sacred to you. Have some candles. most importantly, it's a space that you go to have some inner peace and quiet. And it's important for you to implement some sacred smoke there. Now, if you have a ton of sacred smoke, but you haven't burned your first stick, you're being asked to share this sacred smoke. To actually, not just today, pick up that pick that up, whether it is, again, Herba Santo, Palo Santo, sage, sweetgrass, incense, whatever sacred smoke you choose, but just make sure that you share this with others, and that you also smudge yourself with that sacred smoke today. Okay. On the heart work, what I forgot to mention to you before we move ahead, I did forget to mention on the heart work that the unconditional love for yourself isn't arrogance, but it's more of authenticity. Okay. This love is true, pure. All right. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have for us regarding birthdays today? I'm going to scoot this back a little bit if I can. And you still see it. Yeah, groovy. All right. Let's see. It's like I'm trying to... Okay. And for you, we have survival. Okay, this is clarifying. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifying that survival is on many of your minds. Basic needs being met. This is your root chakra, okay? So this is the point where you want to do some root chakra meditations. Breathe into your root chakra space. It is red. You want to visualize a red sphere. And visualize this circle of this red sphere at your base root chakra, breathing into it. And you breathe in cleansing white light, and you exhale and release and let go anything in that space that's not serving you, or that's just stuck stagnant there. Perhaps there's some knots in your root chakra space, and it's affecting your day-to-day of how you feel, worrying about finances, worrying about your job, worrying about providing, worrying about having clothes, your status quo with others, how to keep up, things of those natures. Some things are meant to fall apart, though, in order to be rebuilt. That was a message Spirit just downloaded to me. Okay, survival. Draw on your strength and resilience to survive challenging times. You have the inner resources needed to endure and overcome difficulties. Trust in your ability to persevere and emerge stronger from adversity. Yeah, there's a struggle there. And if it's for a status quo, it's meant to fall apart, because you're really meant to guide yourself and to not be affected or pressured into wearing something that because someone else says, or doing something because someone else says so. I'm getting the feeling of someone like taking a person under their wings, and because they've opened them up into a realm that they've never known, they're like constantly being asked questions and guidance, and it's like time to cut the umbilical cord there. So if this, whichever this is, if this is you, that you're the coach, it's time for you to set the bird free and allow this bird to take off and fly. Doesn't mean you're gone forever. It just means it's time for you to start letting them seek their own answers to their own questions. Because we can help people to a certain extent, but the path is meant for us to walk alone. That's from Spirit. And then we have the Devil card. Okay, let's take the Devil. So there's fear, definitely, of a fear of not having enough. And we've got the Death card. So you're going to have a major transformation coming for you, with you. If you haven't already experienced this, it's really coming. And you will survive. You will definitely be surviving here. Let's pull these cards over here. We're going to pull, let's go ahead and, okay, Spirit, what do you have to say? The Devil, there's some sort of, something holding you back. And Spirit said it's yourself. You're holding yourself back. What are you holding yourself back from? What are you chaining yourself to that they're really, the chains are invisible, that you're not really chained to that. We're going to take this one. It's something about bending the rules. Ah, wow. Look at these soul cards. These are all major arcana soul cards that you have here. There is going to be a deep time for you to go within. Have some introspection. Find your light again so that you can shine light to others. And actually, we will go ahead and pull this card. Spirit, how would you like to end this reading for August 9th, souls? We'll pull it, but we're going to not flip it until we get to talking about these. Okay, so this is number 15, the Devil. I'm going to hold this card up for you. Allow yourself to feel anything that you may feel by viewing this card. Whether you release a gas, you sneeze, you burp, you laugh, you cry, your heart starts beating fast or slowing down. Perhaps your pulse picks up the rate, your blood pressure raises, or you have a sudden burst of energy, or all of a sudden you're extremely tired. These are all ways that your body is trying to communicate to you. This is the very first step for you to following your intuition. Listen to it, allow it to guide you. Now, what I can say with this is that in this card specifically, it's fear. This is literal fear. And it is your own mind fear. It's mostly illusions. The devil isn't genuine, authentic fear of like you drowning in an ocean, which is something that, you know, is real, and if you're in water, is possible in the ocean. This is like the conjuring things up in your mind of people being against you, others saying something nasty behind your back, but it's an insinuation. It could be an energy you're feeling, but it's just an energy you're feeling. It's not necessarily true unless you prove it to be true, unless you specifically ask that person or ask the other person that you talk to. But I honestly would suggest, if you really want to find out the truth, to not gossip, to go directly to the person that you have the beef with or that you feel is talking about you behind your back. And clearly follow your intuition, listen to your gut, to the responses that come and how this plays out, because that is going to help guide you on the path of where you're going to know. And maybe you don't even really care. Perhaps this is just showing you that it's something in your mind and it's time for you to break free from. Break the chain, break the thought pattern, and let go. Because this is fear, and there's only two ways that you live. You live in fear or you live in love. And the minute you allow compassion into your heart and you allow gentleness, kindness, loving energy, you will be able to release that hold of whatever it is that has you. The thought illusion, the repetitive pattern that keeps repeating in your life. So to go from 15 to 13, you're going backwards. Some of you are working your energy backwards. And Spirit just asked, who down there worked on their chakras from the crown to the ground? Crown to the ground. Whoever worked on your chakras, whoever balanced your chakras and started at the top and going down, this is why your pattern is backwards. For anyone else, that if you started at your root, your base, your feet, and worked your way up, this is basically just stating that there is some realignment that's ready to take place. But not necessarily that you're going backwards, and backwards isn't always bad. So eliminate the good, bad judgment from your mindset, because the main things that are going on here, that with them, well, it's 15, 13, and 9. Yeah. And the death card. The death card. Major transformation. It's a transforming life. Your life is transforming. You've been following guidance from spirit, listening to what you're receiving, following your gut, your intuition, watching this reading. These are all things that are actually helping you. Remember in the beginning when I started out as like someone needs some shadow work here, and then we have the death card. The death and the devil and survival skills. So yeah, the shadow work is coming. The work on the parts of you that the acknowledgement of the darkness within you that you've always covered up. You're going to start working with this energy, realizing its energy, realizing fear is an energy that can be transformed and changed. Perhaps maybe you're not as powerful yet to change and transmute this energy yourself, but luckily that's why you can call on archangels such as the violet flame to help you transmute this energy. Archangel Mary is also another one that can help you transmute this energy, any energy that is too heavy. There's not many angels that you can't call upon to release, but I would definitely suggest when you're trying to let go and transmute some negative or dense energy, I recommend the violet flame and Archangel Mary. The third one I'm going to recommend is Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael, if he's unavailable and can't protect you or help you with this at this time, he knows exactly where to direct you to. Then you move to this hermit mode, and it's going in alignment with where you're supposed to be. So we have your root chakra, we have your third eye, and then we come to your crown and your hermit mode. Let's hold this card up. This is so magical and mystical. This is the fairy deck, by the way. I was guided to use the fairy deck. So the mysticism, the magic, the miracles, the connection to the earth. So this is telling us that many of you have a deep connection to the earth. Plants, flowers, dirt, trees, shrubs. Maybe you are an herbalist. Perhaps you are a gardener. Maybe you're new to it, or you've been doing it for decades and you just keep growing and getting bigger and bigger. The hermit is definitely a time of introspection. You're even surrounded by many spirits here, but also like you're in a jungle, in a tree. Yeah. Perhaps you're experiencing some plant medicine as well. We do have some mushrooms here. So psilocybin therapy you could be working with, or some other plant medicines. Perhaps that is something in your genre, in your field, and it helps you to go within to tackle and work on different aspects. Ayahuasca is one that's really good for shadows, for facing that fear. So maybe perhaps you just went on an ayahuasca retreat to help you gain some more knowledge, to go through some of this death that may be occurring for you, the dark night of the soul, the ego death. These are all experiences when we start our spiritual awakening paths that we typically go on. Okay, let's see what we have for the final card. Archangel Raphael. How could I not remember him? Mary, Archangel Mary is Raphael's twin flame. But Raphael is the great healer and offers healing. So you're being asked to call upon Archangel Raphael to help you. The healing angel is with you and supporting your healing work at this time. Thank you so much, Raphael, for showing up. And he's going to show up for you during this phase. So maybe you're already in this phase. Feel free to share where you're at in the comments below regarding your life purpose. And we're going to go ahead and blow your candle out. So please set your intention now at this time. And on the count of 3, I'm going to blow the candle out. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and your wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.